goes out to hello world. Yeah, I've been there before. On the edge of the ledge, eyes focused on floor. Scored a lot since then. Lost love and found more. Try to be a better me. Quit smoking Newports. Lost jobs, had to scramble and find look to pay rent. Chick that I fucked last week called and said she pregnant. I'm not ready for kids. I felt less than a man, but you died. I can't lie. I felt nothing inside. Relationships have been shit. I'm quick to cut ties to the point that I'm numb. I don't even say bye. Don't even look in my eyes. You be wasting your time. I won't let you see shit. How to let you inside. Humble since I was younger, when it can feed my hunger. Blessed to still be healthy, got cancer and family history. Kitty, I fucking miss you, that accident still hits me. Mommy in my dreams, damn it, I know you with me. The angels took you from me, hated them, I was greedy. Needed when I was nothing, realized that I was sleeping. I never doubt myself, never give myself a reason. Everybody has a purpose, let it live while you keep breathing. And that's the truth that I keep speaking. Don't eat these words as if I'm preaching. This is my life that I am leaking. It's just a bit of what I keep in. The sky is the limit, always heard that. Found myself when I learned that. I was just trapping for loss. Throw the therapy for years to talk about my mom. At peace for everything that happened. Hope you hear the song. I will always love you, that can never change. Now my father's happy with a wedding ring. Call me, you should know that I do love you too. You've been by my side, yes, through and through. Body growing up, always been beautiful. If a boy breaks your heart, then I would kill the dude. At first I wrote the song without my life attached. Always keep it 100, ain't no going back. Depression is a bitch, used to hold me back. Now I keep on fighting cause I owe me that. If it wasn't for violence, I'd be a piece of shit. Or maybe worse, laid in the dirt. For what it's worth, I see now something what to be proud of. On the real, I was just trapped in my thoughts. The sky is the limit, always heard that. Found myself when I learned that. I see now something what to be proud of. On the real, I was just trapped in my thoughts.
Welcome. Yeah, hopefully, shit. Fingers crossed or something, whatever. I'm pre-gaming or whatever. So, deported or however the fuck you say that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to throw up.
Transferred.
So I'm just keeping it to a count.
You know, that's the first thing fucking Kim said to me. She's like, I heard y'all got ripped.
Oh God.
I was like, yo, that was weeks ago, yo. Like,
yeah. At this point, yeah.
I'm like, I understand you just got the loop or whatever, but like, I still don't remember dropping you off. Like, I know we dropped you off. Like, I drive your car. I dropped you off.
Yep.
And then, oh my God, Billy drive my car.
Yep.
And then we went back, and I don't know if I drank more or whatever, but I was just like, I know at work I was fucking miserable.
I was done.
I don't know why I didn't take that day off, man. What's good, y'all? How's everybody doing? Welcome to a nice little sunny day, man. We're going to have some fun here. We go over everything here. We'll give you guys a little financial advice. We go into a little TV show, movies. We do it all here. gonna be fun this summer. Traveling, doing different things, different situations, playing with different things. I think right now we're doing YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram right now. Playing with different things. Those anybody like know me, you know I go through a lot of different things, do a lot of different stuff, and play with a lot of different things. So play with what do you call that other one? TikTok and all the other stuff. We do that shit a little later. It is what it is. How was your day, man? How was your week? How was your day? How was everything going?
The week was trash. Happy it was over. Just too much to do, man. When they overwork you and nothing else there, it is just a thing. So I'm happy it was over. Got through it. What else? The rest of the weekend is fine. Everything else starting after work on Friday is A-okay.
Okay.
You know, I wrapped up pretty well, so I can't really complain too much. It could always been worse, but yeah, not too bad. How about yourself?
It was I don't know. It was kind of good till I fucked myself up coming off the roof, but not too bad. Just had to do a little abbreviated stuff, especially when it comes to the workouts or whatever.
Yeah,
Like yesterday, I couldn't go super heavy like I like to go. Shit was
Yeah.
crazy. But other than that, it was cool. I do like I normally do. I aggravate the shit out of people. It brings me joy. You know, people, they need to learn the hard way sometimes. You know, it is what it is.
Oh Lord.
Can't help myself.
Oh Lord.
All right, y'all. We got plans for the night, so we're going to jump right into it. What do you got going on in the finance world? What's going on? All this money that they're helping everybody else with, and we're starving. So what's going on with that?
The feds did not raise interest. They are debating on dropping the interest rates.
Interest rate for what? Overall or?
Overall, yeah, the
Okay.
interest rates to be dropped. They said that inflation is being battled and staved off as well, so no growth for inflation. Things are still high. They fear that if they decrease the interest rate, inflation will take over, come back by threefold. So I guess at this point they're looking, and I'm giving you the super duper D-duper dumbed down version of what he was saying, because everybody kept asking, we're going to hold off until possibly the next meeting or maybe the meeting after next. So the next meeting, I believe, is in March. I think March. It's sometime March. And after that should be around July. Yeah, July or so. So we're going to see. They're going to take place to see what they're going to do with that. But they think they got a grasp on inflation, jobs growth, all that stuff is up. The numbers are there. Now, remember, I always say, they said jobs, not grid jobs or careers.
What is the minimum wage? Went up to like about 15, 16 now, something like that?
New Jersey minimum wage is $15.34.
Okay.
I believe it just went up to $15.34. Google it, people, if you don't believe
Yeah,
me.
your state or whatever.
Yes, but I know it's about $15. Every state is different. That's why we can't get a good federal one, you know. But yeah, New Jersey state minimum is about $15. Are people getting paid other than that? You better fucking believe it. Damn. Yeah.
1513.
1513.
Yeah, 1513 in Delaware. The minimum wage is, oh my gosh, 1175. No, sorry, 13. It goes up to from 1175 to 1325, and expected to go up to $15 on the next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
I think
yeah,
like New York is like
15,
$16.
And you still can't afford to do shit.
Yeah,
with
I don't
that.
know what the hell you doing with $16.
Yeah, like-
I'm out there robbing and stealing on my fucking on my break. Like
Breakfast is all the fuck you gonna
Yeah.
get, nigga. Go to Aki. Let me get the chop.
The Augie way. Like, no, nigga, fuck that. Yeah. So as it stands, I mean that's about it that I've paid attention to
Right.
for the past bit of time. You know, everything else is still high. The interest rate alone is still fucking high. You know, you got good credit. They still trying to bang you over the head with 8, 9, 10% with good credit. I don't know where that fucking shit came from. You know what I'm saying? Inflation rates are still up. You know, go to any grocery store, you can see, you know, housing market is still up. Everybody's waiting for a crash.
Yo, the fucking post office rails their prices.
Yes.
I'm like, it's bad when the fucking post office raises their prices. I'm like, you fucking kidding me?
They need a piece too. They need a piece too. And people always complain why they ain't moving mail through them. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. We don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be honest. It looks like everything is being staved off until election time.
Which is about what, 8 months away? Some shit like
November, baby. November.
that? Everybody trying to put it on the next person.
Yeah. As right now, it looks like the front runners is gonna be another Trump Biden run.
Welcome back, Trump. Welcome back, Trump.
Yeah, I don't even know, player. I don't even know. Everybody's upset with everybody. Yeah, I don't even know. Every time I turn around and hear something buffoonish, oh, we loved him. He gave us money. And this one did
that's
this.
what it was.
I know, but that's what people see. And I'm just like, all right, he gave you money with the left hand, but he stabbed you up in your kidney with the right. You know what I mean? Like, ain't living long, bitch. You better go buy that Porsche now. Let's take this shit out. You dying. I don't know. It is not looking fun. You know, and both sides of the house know what they're gonna walk into come next year. Whether they got to pull a okey doke, whether you know Trump win, he really got to be like, yo, take these loans and shove them.
Somebody gonna get a bailout.
I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I really don't know anymore. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest.
People need a bailout.
Yeah,
You sent the $100 million overseas. You need to send a couple $1 million at home. Right here.
Yeah, we need a lot of things to wrap this stuff up.
Rectify this. You got to rectify this, right?
Yeah, it's not looking good.
It's getting out of hand.
The more kids you have, we are passing it over to the kids, and there's nothing there to increase or keep the kids there for it in any fashion, you know. So I'm speaking in macro, so the big picture. So it's not really going to look pretty for my grandchildren, my great grandchildren.
It's over.
You know, unless we get we live on nuclear power and whatever the fuck, nobody pays X amount of bills, whatever it is. But as far as that with finances, we just going down the slope. So be happy we didn't raise interest. We gonna find out in March.
Right.
Damn it. Hope we don't get hit again. You know, let's let the
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Next week, what I want to do for y'all guys, I want to give y'all guys a view of who's actually giving you guys the best percentage on your money as far as banks, where to put your money. What banks, if you do want to do a bank, that gives you the most bang on your buck, especially from a savings and checking standpoint. You know, these banks have hundreds of millions and billions of dollars in their bank, and you know, you're getting 0.00001%, and they're getting, like you said, this interest and all this other shit is out of fucking hand, and they're racking up, getting bailouts and shit, and you're fucking struggling.
Yeah.
So, you know, try to give you some ways or whatever. I have to lean on you heavily next week. Like NTAs and other ways and CDs and stuff, really put your money at.
It's tax time,
term.
people. So a lot of you
Best
guys
time
be
to
getting
invest.
money back.
Best time to start doing some investments, y'all.
Go ahead and make a smart decision.
So we're going to hook
Invest
y'all
in
up with that
something.
next week. Ready to have some fun?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to do real quick first. I want to talk about some returning TV shows and movies and stuff that's coming out. For you guys, getting some heat, a lot of good shows or whatever. So the first one I want to talk about is Halo Season 2. That drops 5 days next week. And
wait. Let me just something. Super Bowl is next weekend.
Yes, it's
the 11th?
Sunday, the 11th. Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to
And
make sure.
I think this
'Cause
is
all this shit is
dropping-
coming right around the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. So, okay.
Well, I mean, I guess once the Super Bowl is over or whatever, and it's like
Yeah,
what do you,
They'll go into the things.
what are
I
you
just
gonna
wanted to make sure I
watch or
didn't
whatever
forget.
situation may be after that.
Yeah.
But I thought season 1 was good. A lot of other things could have been better, in my opinion, especially that young lady who did not fit the story. Her character was there for no apparent fucking reason. She did not know how to fight. She did not do anything. Now, I know they made some changes to better the script. The lead actor, he was talking about more action, a lot more things going on. So I'm looking forward to seeing what adjustments they made. And again, I thought it was good. I went back and we watched it, especially when I knew this season 2 was coming up. So I'm looking forward to it, man. What did you think about season 1? You looking forward to season 2?
I think season 1 was good as well. Yeah, I think it was just good. Did it disappoint? Yes.
What's good, Frank?
What's up, Frank?
Too much money into Super Bowl commercial, but that's how they eat.
That's how
Man.
they always make their money.
That's how they gonna eat, man.
They're banking on Taylor Swift. I think
You
she
ain't
might
lying,
come out.
boy. You are not lying.
She about to come out and get that money right
She
back.
done made them millions of dollars.
It's not even play. It's not even play. When it comes to Halo, I played the game. I was never like a super runabout and wanted to compare it to the game.
All right, real quick before you go, I never played the game,
Okay.
so I know they were a part, like especially towards the end. I think it was the last episode or something like that. They did like the game view type situation, whatever.
Yes.
How do you compare the video game to the TV show?
When they went with the graphics, and I mean full in with the graphics, it was good. The aliens were good. The ones moving and fighting, yes. And you got different levels of the aliens. And the end game, and I even like the little quirky katana. That was cool because it fit the purpose of the person. I liked all that. When you gave us the Master Chief, and he's sitting out there butt naked, fucking the enemy or something. I'm just like, okay, I can dig it. He lost his stuff. He's coming back to humanity. We're getting it going. Yada yada yada. Whatever it was, you're trying to make it a personable story. Do we need to have each separate conflict meet? Again, the young Asian girl from the beginning, she could have died in like episode 2.
And it wouldn't have changed the story.
Would have changed a bit. We don't really need her. I can't say we really need her for whatever the story they're writing, but when it came out for everything else, I'm just like, yeah, this is a distraction. They could have focused on his ex-partner, the guy who ran away, and then he could have been the reason they got rid of the stuff and became whatever type of soldiers. It was just a little too kerfuffle. They were a little everywhere. Overall, not bad because we knew the meat and bones. It was good. So I expect them to have more stuff there. I think my camera froze.
Again?
Either which way, I like that story. I think they got a lot of things, and I think if they tighten up season 2, it'll be great. That's for me. I think season 2 will be great.
One second. I'll fix that in a second. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that young lady isn't in it.
Are they dropping the whole thing? No. Oh, it's gonna be.
I don't know. I don't think they dropped her. But I do know I saw a clip of her. I'm bad. And that's the part that kind of like has me scared. Like I saw her.
Well, you can't just make her disappear.
But it was
like, she
it was
died
like a
in
quick
space
clip.
off
But
screen.
my thing is, if you're gonna bring her back, give her some skills. Give her some skills. Now I saw a flash of an Asian young lady shooting shit up. And I'm hoping. What do you call it? I'm hoping it gets better.
Yeah.
Or they do a little something different with her or whatever situation may be. But if you're going to do it, give her some skills because she just was there. The first time they brought her in, the first thing she ever did was fucking run. She ran when her father was getting killed, and all of a sudden now she's hard. I mean, it's like, just if you're going to bring her back, give her some skills, man. Let her shoot some shit up or whatever, the witches or whatever from from the Badlands or whatever, or hook her up, whatever. But
she the last person of the tribe.
yeah, it just makes come on now, come on.
Like, oh, okay, whatever.
No,
It was stupid.
too much. All right, Raising Kanan, season 3. Surprisingly, I'm really liking this
Okay.
season. This season is starting to remind me of the good old days when we had power. You had all the characters, you had, multiple characters, and the way they meshed the multiple characters' own lives and all the other things going on. It just wasn't just one thing happening to one person. It was a situation where you had multiple people dealing with, multiple aspects of life. And I love that. And it looks like they brought the third season, they brought it back. And like I always say, there's so much they can actually literally do with this. And the reason why I'm saying it from that standpoint is he's a teenager here. And remember, going back from the original Ghost book and all the other stuff, like he legitimately kind of raised Ghost and Tommy up.
Right, but then we gotta get to his 20s.
So, and that's what I'm saying. Like you can always do a hella jump, or a timeline, or time past, or whatever situation may be. So, like this is limitless, and you really want to see what made him Ghost, because everybody, even Jukebox, before Kane killed her. He was that motherfucker was lethal with a gun in his hand. So, like, you want to see that savagery and what made him who he was and all the other situations. So there's so far, they could do so much with this. Like, they could really have, like, 10 seasons of this shit if they do it right.
So that's my question. I mean, I kind of checked out. I watched a couple episodes here and there. And it got better as it went along. I see the writing is getting better. Everybody has the same consensus. When we go into how many episodes do you keep him as a kid? You know what I mean? So that's the real kerfuffle. How long do we keep him as a kid? I don't know. You still broadcasting? Maybe you don't know.
All right, I don't know why this can't. All right.
You still up? I saw on the thing.
All right.
How many episodes do you keep him as a kid? And when do we introduce adolescent Ghosts with with Ghost and Tommy, with 20-year-old Kanan, or 20s, 30s, whatever the age he was.
Whatever, you definitely have to be in late teens or early 20s, because they were under him for a long time, and then they eventually obviously wanted to.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Ghost wanted to kind of like take over, and you'd have to introduce so many other characters in it, and obviously Kanan's the one who taught them the game. They just took it to the next level. So there's so many forward they could do it. But I will say I watched it anyway, but I would say the season 3 is by far the best season to me.
I believe it. They're only getting better. All of his works is only getting better, and that's the best thing for.
Surrounding himself with good writers, keeping them to the letter, and he has so many other freaking things about to come out and stuff.
Switching companies, moving on. Like, look, we're not getting the best deal here. We're going here once this is out.
Stars,
et cetera,
keep dropping the ball if you want, because they already lost the show with the one he's coming out with the sports agent. Nikki something, I forgot her name. I apologize, but
they're already fucking up, because if it's anything like the one they did on HBO, then this is gonna be crazy.
Playing with fire. Check it out, y'all. Some of you are. All right. Squid Game Season 2. They finally dropped the trailer. I don't know if I'm looking forward to another season of this. I liked Season 1 a lot.
Yeah.
It was different. It came out of left field. It wasn't something, that, we have been accustomed to seeing. And especially it was in around that time where, a lot of people weren't filming because of COVID and all that stuff. So, like, I think now we're catching up. A lot of people are catching up, and you're having, we were just talking about this yesterday. You got so much heat coming out now. because the people finally started to catch up, and everyone's trying to compete with the other person, so they're going to keep dropping heat, and it's up to you as the individual to see what you want to watch, what you don't want to watch.
So this is the funny thing, right? Are we Squid Gamed out because they took the first one? We knew Korea was going to develop a second one, right? We're going to copy it. We're going to let the YouTube guy make a show. Crazy. Netflix going to do our own version of it. Crazy, right? It looks like, all right. And then now you're going to hit us with season 2.
Or the Squid Challenge. They did so much fucking shit.
That's what I'm saying. Are we Squid Gamed out? Do we really want to see this? I don't know what the story's going to be.
I'm worried about. Also, I thought when it ended, it should have ended. Like you literally squandered everything instead of you did it for your son and then you fucked your son over at the end, and what are you doing it for now?
That's the question.
What are you doing it for now?
That's the question.
So we'll see. It comes out. Obviously, I'm gonna check it out, but it's not like it's something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get my fucking hands on.
When is it supposed to drop? You don't know?
They just dropped it. Just say it's coming soon or whatever. They didn't really put exactly when it was or not.
Well, that's the thing too. They got to be careful with all these dates now because shit is just coming out, and it's like survival of the fittest.
And I think I love it. And we talked about this before, to where it'll get to a point to where everyone's so backed up, and then you're letting this one person get ahead, and now that this person's ahead, you want to take your reins back, in the situation, whatever. So we'll see. Oh, damn, where did I put it? I'm looking for your favorite. I thought I put it in here. Oh, yeah, it's there. All right. So, hey, I'm going to give it a glance, obviously. But it's not like it's something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just so looking forward to it.
And that's the thing, I'll probably look at it and be like, all right, if it can pass after 2 episodes, then I'll go for it. And this time, are we going to do an English dub? Are we going to whatever? Because now your audience is bigger, who you selling it to. It's like that, oh my God, what was that one? The one with the bank vault that everybody was going crazy over.
Oh, the heist. Oh,
they back too.
Yeah,
I didn't even know. I'm sitting there back. Oh shit, they in where? Where
when
are
that
they now?
bitch got mad because they were cooped up, and then he got arrested, and then she got mad because he got arrested. Now she wanted back. I turned it off, nigga. I turned it off.
That's what I'm saying. After a while, it went too long, and I'm just like,
come the fuck off.
What we doing? And now that they got a whole season 2, I'm like, let it.
They got motherfucking heist New Jersey, heist Brooklyn, heist Jersey. No, it's too much. Too much.
Let it die.
Let it die. All right, found out this week, Code 8 Part 2. I like this. I really, really like this. I didn't think there would be a Part 2.
Okay.
I knew it was a possibility. So hopefully, I don't know really much what the storyline is. It's not that much information out about it right now. But this is, again, where, it was a place where people had powers. And then they had this kind of police force to kind of counter the people with that, to stop them from, robbing and all kinds of other stuff. And this guy just happened to be really one of the very most powerful people out there with power. So I got to go back and watch, the first part again, obviously, a little before the first one came out. But do you remember the first one? Did you like it?
Yeah, you know what? The story itself, when watching it, it was forgettable. The premise of the story was good. The powers, the secret cops, the cops going after them. You know what I mean? Who has what? That's good. Hopefully they lead off of that.
Yeah, the new season of Cobra Kai is coming out.
Is it? Oh, yes, it is.
The final one's coming out.
Yeah.
And a new season of Bel Air. I refuse to watch that. I can't. I'm sorry.
You watched the first one, though, right?
I watched the first season of Bel Air.
I didn't watch the first one.
And like 1 or 2 episodes into season 2, and I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
Yo.
I'm happy for them because when it first got picked up, it got picked up for 2 seasons.
Okay.
And then if it got picked up for a 3rd one, obviously it's doing well enough for it to have do it. So I would think, one time when I don't have anything to watch, maybe I'll catch up on it and see what they got going on. But as of right now, you can miss me with that shit.
excuse me, nothing of it would have grabbed my interest. It wasn't funny. It didn't have, a compelling story. I was like, all right, this is like a repeat. What are we doing? All right, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It missed me. Like, it didn't grab me enough to get to it. Yeah, who knows?
We'll see. We'll see. All right, one more, then we get to Jeff's favorite.
Jeff's fave.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Got a fucking hit on their hands right here, boy. Amazon Prime is they got they got Reacher, they got Ryan, and now they have this. This obviously is coming from the movie. I did not know Glover was this talented, where he's producing, he's helping write it. And you already know the story. You know where it's going to go. Two motherfuckers who, two individuals who, they changed the script a little bit.
Yes, yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
who.
For the better.
The process to get them where they were. And obviously, you knew they were going to fall in love and they were going to want to get out and they would be hunted and they would see them fight or whatever the situation may be. Looks like Prime has a pattern here. So when Reacher first dropped, they dropped the entire season 1. Billions of hours, people loved it. Everyone was going crazy for it. So when it came to season 2, I think season 2 dropped. They dropped first 3 episodes, and you had to wait every week for the rest. But the night the first 3 dropped is when season 3 was already approved, and they're supposedly doing the most popular book next, which I think was book 3. And a total of 29 Jack Reacher books. So they can go ham with this as much as they want. But now here you have Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and they dropped the entire season. Season 1, they gave you the whole entire thing. And I haven't finished it, but boy, am I looking forward to tomorrow to finishing this thing and trying to see if they would actually come out with a season 2 or not. So what do you think for the first couple episodes you watched?
All right. I think I'm on like episode 5 or 6.
Oh, you got further than me.
Yeah.
What he says,
Hillary is fucking hot. Yes.
It's a different sprint. I see. All right, Coco. I like what they did with bringing an actual R&B star. She's, she can sing. She's super talented. She's beautiful. She's sexy. You like it. It's good. They kept it in character, I guess, but she's not that ditzy individual. They wanted to make this a little more serious.
Right.
And I understand that, but the problem with doing a TV show that is serious and you're dealing with teenagers, how fucking serious can you actually really make it?
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of like, what do you call it? You bit your nose to spite your face type situation, if I'm saying it properly, the analogy or whatever.
Yeah, bite your nose, spite your face.
Right. So like it's only but so far, just like with the whole situation with the Power Book. So when it comes to the adults, you're seeing titties and ass and roping, but when it comes to the kids, you just see a kiss and then it fades off. So because you started them as this, little 16, 15, 16-year-olds, and once you see that person, that's the only way you view them.
Yeah, I get that. And to his point, he's saying he liked the Jeffrey character. He was like,
oh, I love Jeffrey.
Gangster.
That character I did like.
So then you have to build on a story like that. So when you talk about writing, you got to write to everybody. You know what I mean? Are we going to focus on the adults? So that would be Uncle Phil, Viv, Jeff, Will's mom. You get what I'm saying? And then tell the kid's story separate, and then how they all intertwine together at the end of the day. That's cool, and that's what you got. But where are we going? Or is it just going to be like a high school drama teen story? You know what I'm saying? Like the new Black Beverly Hills, or whatever the hell they're trying to put out. And I'm not saying that it went that way. I just said it's just not enough to capture me.
Yeah.
Give me Jeffrey's story. Yo, I was a gangster. I was this. I was the head of whatever.
A little more backstory.
And now I'm just chilling at low key as a fucking butler. You know what I'm saying?
because
Like,
I'm hiding, or I'm on a
Yeah.
run, or like give me if you're
Yeah.
gonna do that, do like I was saying as far as season 3 with Kanan. Now you have all these other individuals with different lives, and they're capturing them
Yes.
beautifully, where it's not just fixated on Kanan because of the character 50 Cent and because of Power, the original book. He was this savage guy who killed his own fucking
So
son.
you watched season 1. Was it all pushed around Will?
Yeah. I mean, they tried
I mean, you
to
jumped off and
they
got
tried
everybody
to
else's
dibble
story,
dabble
but-
other things because at second it was like maybe Aunt Viv was his actual mother, and then they got away from that. Like, okay, they proved that they gave you okay, it's not his mother or whatever the situation may be. So
Yeah.
there was a lot of different ways you were going with it, and I liked it, but it's just like, again, the problem, what I thought they wouldn't run into, because the first 2 seasons were approved. It wasn't like other shows where the pilot gets picked up and you're hoping it does really, really, really good, and it gets picked up again.
Yeah.
The next season get picked up. The first 2 seasons were already picked up.
Yeah.
So you could have went so really in on this to where you could not really drag it out, but maybe you could have slowed it down a little and then picked it back up because you had 2 seasons to play with.
Yep.
And I don't think they did that. I think they shot their nut in the first season.
I mean, possibly, very possible. Like I said, I bailed out. I was like, as soon as I start falling asleep or playing phone, I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, I was done.
It's not keeping me. But this here,
Lord
Mr.
have
and
mercy.
Mrs. Smith,
Ooh. Yo, I was worried about the actress, but she took all my worries. Yes.
I
Yo,
didn't
when
see
she
it.
acted black, yo, when they were in front of TV.
Nigga. Yo,
Yo.
when she shot the motherfucker, he was on the mission. He was like, nah, nigga, you went far east. You got the Asian man. Yo, the nigga, he connected with the niggas he had to kill. And he's like, yo, it's in all sudden, pow. She just starts mocking him. I'm fucking starving. Let's get That shit was hilarious. Like, oh shit. He was like, oh yeah, that therapy session, that shit was fucking. The acting between them is so fucking believable as a couple.
Yeah, you. Oh my, like
so
chemistry.
fucking believable. Yes.
chemistry, and not to compare the shows. A lot of people wondered why the Cosbys were so popular. It was the chemistry between the actors and actresses were so beautiful.
Yeah.
It just meshed. It wasn't forced. You wasn't like, non-believable. You believe every fucking second of this shit.
That shit, yeah. This shit seemed like they was in a relationship through the whole thing. I didn't get to the end yet. I know, Pay the Boy. His team, because it's the same. I'm looking at the writers, the same crew.
From Atlanta.
Same, all of them there. Hero, how you pronounce it. The people writing, the whole crew is there. Pay them. You knew they could write when it was writing that Atlanta shit. Pay them.
You know what I'm starting to notice? You're seeing a lot of people starting to do things like this. Like Vergara, her team got together and did the Griselda, which I thought was good. So now everyone has their own team, and they're starting to, it's starting to fuck Hollywood back, if I'm trying to say anything.
Yep.
Which is why, I'm looking at, unfortunately, actors and actresses like on the same thing as with Taraji. Like, where's your team? Where's your, like, look at the Reese. Reese started a book club, and she did it the right way to where she made a deal with the people who were part of her book club. If it made to a movie, I'll pay and you'll get a piece of it.
Yep.
Like, where are we? Why are we not doing this? Why are we not doing this? And you wouldn't have to argue about getting paid $200,000 for a $100,000 fucking film.
Yo.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Pay my man.
Pay
Pay the
him.
crew. The shit is, everybody should watch.
Very good.
They got a hit on their hand.
Yeah.
I hope they bring it back for a season. I hope they, sign up. I know he is busy. He has other projects and all this other things. Cut it out. Cut the time out for him. Give him the budget. You gave him a good budget on this.
Yeah, you
it's
did.
nice. the shit they shooting at, the locations, the stuff they're doing. Spies just enough. We ain't got to get no green screen. We ain't got to get no background. I like how they're being comical and real, but people are really dying. They shooting people. You see them deal with their emotions. The comical shit.
It's believable. Super
when
believable.
they were chasing the dude again, the therapy session. I remember it was when the last one was just watching.
Yeah, when he told him to
and
bark, he's like, bark. And I was wondering where it was going to go. I was like, this shit's getting weird, but, like, fucking billionaires are fucking weird. You know what I'm saying?
Kiss her like a dog.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was like, yo, and then an exploding cake and shit. And they're
that shit was, now that's an opener.
Yes.
That's an opener. They was like, you want to stick around and stay? Not yet. No,
High
we
risk.
out. We out.
High risk.
Boom. That's it.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I love that type of build up, that whole thing there. The shit is based like in a reality format. They're not super over depth. Nobody got super duper high
spy
karate
glasses
skills.
and shit can see through ceilings. And
yeah, they got a tech, but they got this tech. They got that, but not this. There's nothing like far-fetched. There's nothing here.
believable.
Yes, that's
Not
what I'm saying.
taking fucking pintos in space.
Average people, I was this, I was that. He built, but he ain't super shape. Neither is she. You know what I'm saying? The shit just felt perfect.
I'm like, because like, what I love about it, the previews did not do this shit justice.
You knew it was gonna be fire. Man.
You know what I'm saying? It did it, but he was like, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, maybe. And then I'm like, I like Atlanta. You know what I mean? Maybe the first season is and his baby moms. Lord have mercy. That's one of the finest women to walk the face of this earth, nigga. Lord have mercy. It's good, especially when you write it and the majority of it is a black cast for those pro-black people or whatever the situation may be, And then especially as we getting so many hits because of the whole Kevin Hart thing and Kevin Hart, he runs a 4-4 and shit like that. And, the alligator man and shit. That shit was fucking hilarious, nigga. But, you know what I'm saying? This man's talented. I think you definitely, again, I'm running through it tomorrow, finishing it off. But I'm really, really looking forward to it.
If you get this nigga season 2, you can't tell me they wouldn't incorporate all the motherfucking fools. Like, you can't see Cat Williams coming and play some drama shit. Can't do. I'm just saying, But that's
it's just more lines of like, look what happened with Jordan Peele. Nobody gave that Get Out. I mean, they gave him a couple of dollars, but nobody expected it to do what it did. No. Nobody expected for it to do what it did, and that shit was phenomenal, nigga. And it's such, and it was so many subliminal shits in there. Like, my favorite part is where the girl was eating the cereal but sipping the milk because she didn't want to mix the colors, nigga. Hey, like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit was serious, nigga. The bingo cards and shit, like, that was a real fucking movie. So somebody gonna start throwing this dude money in, and hey, now, y'all forgetting the bully of all bullies just bought a damn near 1 million square foot land to build a studio out there in Louisiana. Because him and Tyler Perry not the best of friends. And now everybody got to go to Atlanta to get to California. Now 50 Cent got his own anything going. What do you think is going to happen there? Is he going to take money from Atlanta, or not take it from, but is he going to help other actors and actresses or producers and writers or whatever put it out? Because I don't know any TV series that he put out so far that hasn't had at least 2 seasons with Life, with 2 seasons with ABC or whatever.
Yep.
But he got that Power Book shit is unstoppable, nigga.
Excuse me.
It's unstoppable. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Finish this off, man.
Yeah, give him all the accolades, dude. It's good. It's got a little bit of slow moments, but it's based in reality.
The story,
the story.
That's the thing. The story is so good.
You
don't mind the slow part, especially when they're trying to get to know each other.
Yep.
And, you're dealing with 2 different people from 2 different walks of life, 2 failures pretty much. She's guarded, he's guarded. And then, if you pay attention to it, you start to see them let their guard down when they go through something.
Yeah.
Whenever there's like when the house exploded, all of a sudden they start to converse a little more.
Yep.
Oh, that's her cat. Or she set him up when she spied on him, he went to spy on her. That goth porn shit, that shit was fucking hilarious, nigga. That shit had me crying, nigga.
She was in his shit. Like, I'm going through your shit.
I'm going through your shit. No kind of hiding or nothing. I'm going through your shit. So when he went through hers, she set him up. You know what I mean?
Yo, that
so
shit.
yeah, that shit was it's really really good.
It's dope, dude. It's dope.
All right, let's do Jeff's favorite. And I don't know, we still got time to do the other thing. I ain't worried about it. Let's see what Jeff's favorite. I had to do this. This is because Jeff's favorite character in the whole wide world is the Golden Fist.
That motherfucker is not coming back. You better not bring his ass
Yes,
back.
they are.
You better recast him. Recast that
yes,
motherfucker.
they are. And then
real.
once I did so much research on this because I was like, Jeff despises this man. The first season was horrible. Everybody knows it was horrible. The choreography, everything was horrible. It got better in season 2, but especially in the Defenders got way, way better. They are redoing everything. You're going to get 2 Golden Fists.
2. So but they're going to bring him back and kill him?
One is going to deal with, I guess you could say, more of the history of the Golden Fist.
Okay.
From the female who held it at one time and like the history of the situation. Because in the comic books, it was a woman. And there was, a history of everybody throughout the course of time. And then the second one, they are actually bringing Danny Rand back. But obviously, what they were saying was a lot of the problems they noticed with, one, the choreography, but also what they were saying is they were having movie producers, movie writers do TV shows and TV shows, vice versa, whatever the situation may be. And they felt they did it. Now, mind you, they delve and then they scrapped the entire fucking thing and they did the whole thing all fucking over. And they're keeping the original actor. They're gonna bring back Cage. They're gonna bring back. They're bringing everyone back. Everyone's coming back. The writing is supposed to be better. The actions are supposed to be better. So look forward to that. Now, Daredevil is going to obviously mesh everybody. I don't know if they're gonna do Defenders separate or they're gonna do Cage, or they're going to bring Danny Rand into that, but them two work so well together, they're trying to mesh those kind of 2 seasons. Maybe they'll make one. And then you remember Kalinda, she and Danny Rand at the end of season 2 were...
She got it right.
She has it and he has it, so it was more than one. And she's technically the descendant of the young lady that was the Iron Fist years ago. So they're trying to, deal with it and this whole timeline Marvel got going on or whatever. But I'm looking forward to it if they can fix it. Now, I love Daredevil. Now, Daredevil is supposed to be, again, the introduction of how they do it. But it's going to be so many episodes where it's going to be part 1 and part 2.
Gotcha. So I can see how they could pull out 18 series, if they even bring back 18 episode series. For him or whatever they're going to reshape it into now or with there. I'm cool with everybody coming back. If they do bring Danny Rand, please get your training started 2 years ago. Please. Please.
They fixed that.
Get in your fucking DeLorean, nigga, and go back 2 years and start your shit. Whatever it is that they had to do and fix, I can trust Marvel to take care of it. Because now they're all right.
They're on their bag now.
Feige's there. He ain't going to be like, oh, nope, you're not doing this shit. Then scrap him. Not doing this shit.
I think, unfortunately, it looked like everybody was having their Bud Light moment. Man, Bud Light then got the manliest of manly niggas to do their Bud commercials now to try to win back, the fans that they lost and the billions they lost. So I look forward to it.
I mean, yeah, we're going to watch it. We're going to see what it's about, but. Let's go. Let's see. Jeez.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to run through this real quick. I don't want to hold it off any longer. So with all the stuff going on, and especially individuals out there, again, food is high, your pay is not high, but every once in a while, you still want to get out the house. You might want to take your spouse out, whoever the fuck it is, to a dinner or whatever situation may be, and you're trying to, calculate everything, food, tips, and all this other stuff. So we're going to go over gratuity and what it is, and is gratuity a tip or is it not a tip, and what it is. All right, this is how we do. Another thing we do. Jeff, help me out.
What is automatic gratuity? Automatic gratuity is a legal service charge added to a party's bill that goes directly to the wait staff serving that table. Usually, this gratuity equals 18% of the check and is only applied to parties of 6 or more to ensure the receiver receives ample compensation for their efforts. I'll leave it there.
All right, so I want to kind of jump in that little part a little bit and let you know. Now it doesn't matter the amount of people. For a while, it had to be a certain amount of people, and what they were trying to do to protect the wait staff, where you have a bunch of people that want to come in and have $1,000 bill and they want to leave a $5 tip.
Does this go by state? So, like, this is the rules you checked with state
This
in New
is
Jersey?
worldwide. Well, I mean, United States.
Commonplace
This is United States.
So,
As far as the way gratuity is, and you know, it's not really much you can do about it. For a while, it was to have to be at least 3 people, or had to be a group setting in order for that to kick in. But I think the bill was passed in 2022 or 21, where now it doesn't matter the amount of people, they can hit you with the gratuity no matter what. The only thing, well, you'll get into it once we finish going.
is automatic gratuity legal? Yes, automatic gratuity is legal. Laws instated by the IRS rule that automatic gratuity is a service charge, and no legislation prohibits this practice. However, states' laws may differ on this charge. Is compulsory. Wow. In some states, restaurants must mention automatic gratuities on the menu or verbally inform customers about the fee before they receive it. Now, that is what I'm saying there. That is exactly what I'm saying. Like, if it's posted there, like when you go into a restaurant, you guys take MasterCard, Visa, Amex, yada, 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 whatever it is, cash, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to put that thing up there. Parties over 2, we hitting you with 22%. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Now, usually that 6 or more is always put on the menu, but I've never seen anybody update it to update to like newer standards or stuff. But they still have charged me.
Oh yeah.
But they still have charged me.
I remember, what was it, last year we went to BBQs. They hit us with gratuity.
Yes.
I was like, it's just 2 of us, whatever. But I didn't know if that was, I guess, around the time when the law changed or whatever the situation may be. But yeah, it's unfortunately this is like, you know, those what do you say? Those fine prints that commercials and everything do.
Yeah.
Where the guy talks fast as shit. They put it on the menu. They put it so fucking small. And obviously, it's not one thing. Like, no one goes to a restaurant to read a gratuity list. You go to a restaurant, you want to see what the fuck is on the menu so you can see what you want to order.
Yeah.
But, you know, some people, and you have a lot of people at this one restaurant, like the In-N-Out restaurant.
Yes.
They have a sign on their doors, but it's clear, that lets you know that a lot of the ingredients in their food causes bad shit.
Of course.
But it's on it, but it's transparent. I like you motherfuckers.
We told you.
All right, let's keep going.
Auto gratuity law. In 2012, the IRS stated that automatic gratuities would be classified as service charges beginning in January 2014. This update from the IRS automatic gratuities count towards employees' regular paychecks. Now, that's something they should know, and are taxed differently than traditional tips. Employers must also report charges as a wage on payroll reports, not as a tip.
And that's not happening. I just want to let y'all know right now. Don't think that shit is happening. Them niggas is pocketing that shit as best as they can.
Yeah, that's kind of hard, because then that would definitely affect how much I'm going to give you. So we were just talking about the New Jersey State minimum at $15. If part of your $15 is going to be that 18% of each meal that you sell, that's going to fucking change. You're never going to walk home with a set hourly pay.
Nope.
Whatever you sold, or whatever, you know, that they ordered that you've given out to your things, that's going to constantly keep changing your hourly pay on your pay scale, on your check, on your paycheck. Jesus Christ, that would suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit would suck.
All right, let's keep it going.
Can you refuse to pay automatic gratuity? No. Customers cannot refuse to pay automatic gratuity since the payment is a service charge. Tips are optional and freely given by customers. But charges on the receipt from the restaurant itself are mandatory fees. Not paying the automatic gratuity is the same as not paying for the food. However, a recommended or suggested tip is not the same as automatic gratuity. With suggested tips, the percentage is merely a guideline, not a requirement. The customer may choose what tip amount they want to give the server, if any. Restaurants should clearly label suggested tips and automatic gratuities on the bill.
Now that they do. You know, when you get your bill now, there's always a breakdown at the bottom to help you out if you want to give. Now, it's crazy. It used to be 5%. Now they go straight to 10. In beginning years ago, it used to be a 5%.
Dude, I be seeing 18.
Yes,
that shit
it
starts
starts.
at 18.
At 18.
18, 20, 22, 24. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
And I'm going to reach out to one of my friends. I want to bring him on there. I want people to truly understand what the wait staff truly goes through as far as, because a lot of people think they get the regularly houred kind of pay thing.
No, I knew they don't. They
Yeah,
only get
but
like
you know,
$2,
some people really
$3.
think they do. You know, really get paid that regularly salary plus all the other shit.
Well, think about it. If they always were getting tips, right? They were just getting based off of tips. I remember anybody I knew was told you make about $2-3 an hour, and then you're based off of your tips. That's going back to that other slide that you said there. If by the state law you have to equal out $15 per hour to times whatever hours you worked, if that equals, let's just say $400, you got to walk away with 400 or more based off of that gratuity or not.
Yep.
And that's what they're running up against in that shit in the total. So when they give you my extra fee in there, that's included in your shit there. But see, that's still kind of fucked up. Because now if I come over and tip you straight up for not including 1 or 2 automatic, you know what I mean? And I don't know if the job split, count, whatever the fuck they're gonna do. If they split and they counting the tip. So then they know that 1,000 or whatever the fuck I gave is not going to you, that's going there.
Plus, it's also the restaurant too, like Vitalis.
That's what I'm saying.
At Fort Lee,
That's what I'm
where
saying.
we were talking to the young lady, and she was saying tips that are given to her on the credit card are for just her. The cash she has to split with the entire wait staff, the kitchen, the bus boys, and shit like that.
Now that's crazy. Generally, I guess it would be easier to have the cash. You take the cash, you put the cash away. It's for you.
Tracking hold.
We can track that $50 you took off my credit card. Now break that 50 with the bus, break that 50 with the this, with the bar. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know we're gonna bust down that 50 because I would think it would go that way, but that shit is crazy.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yo, that is crazy.
Keep it going.
Why do restaurants add gratuity for large parties? In the past, automatic gratuities often ensured adequate compensation for a server when handling a large party. A table of this size could want to split their bill, and as a result, confusion or miscalculation could arise and leave the server improperly tipped. That's true.
Happens a lot.
At Christmas. Yep.
Happens a lot where, you know, I think, you know, unfortunately, people need to be having more conversations, especially when you're going out as a group. And you do that whole split bill shit. It works for some people. It doesn't work for others.
People need to learn the math and what they feel comfortable
they don't.
with spending.
They don't. And then unfortunately, what happens a lot of times with the whole split bill thing is if you are going to eat and drink compared to someone who doesn't eat and drink and that person has to split the bill, whatever situation may be, some people are cool with it, others aren't. So I just said just be very careful who you actually go out with and split bills because you have some people that take full advantage of that shit. Bitch, you can't spell escargot. You know what I'm saying? And you sitting there having that thinking you're going to pay $25, you know, once you split it down two ways or whatever situation may be.
That's why I refuse, like, I got caught up again. We went out for the Christmas party for my job. Yeah. And I got hit again because I only walked out with a card because usually I'm the last person to come straight from the office. I'm like, you motherfuckers. And so next time I'm going straight to the bank and I'm walking in, because usually the first two people, they be like, when we went to a place, we're going to split the check 3 ways. So the first two grabbed it, 1, 2, and then the rest of them was on their bill with me, right? And I'm throwing out a fucking card, and I'm sitting here with the difference. I'm like, yo, my food was under 50. Why am I paying the $60 tip? You see what I'm saying? Like, why am I paying the $60 tip on top of that? I was like, yo, it's all on me. What the fuck were y'all tipping in? Because I know y'all wasn't, none of y'all extra that y'all gave equate to this 60 that equates to the bill. You get what I'm saying? That equated to what's written on the bill. And that's why I was like, y'all goofballs be fucking up with the math, you know. I said, don't eat with people.
I think what's name had a good one. What was it, like the Red Robin or whatever situation maybe, where they had the thing right there at the table, and it automatically kind of really broke down everything. I think Bahama Breeze does the same thing too.
The same thing. Yeah, it was right
where
there.
it allows you, each individual, to just know do your thing, makes it more convenient to where you don't have to deal with a lot of headaches and bullshit, because the wait staff does have to deal with that shit.
Yep.
All right.
Is automatic gratuity a tip? No, automatic gratuity is a service charge. This classification means the amount is predetermined and considered a fee, so the customer is legally obligated to pay.
All right, so I'm going to do that, and then we're going to go right back to back with this.
What is the difference between a service charge and a tip?
Not reading this whole thing, people.
A service charge, I could barely see it with the so squint. A service charge differs from a tip in that a service charge is counted as a wage, whereas a tip is separated source of income. The following guidelines determine if something qualifies as a tip. The customer gives it freely. The customer determines the amount. It is not affected by the employer policy or negotiation, and the customer is free to choose who receives the payment.
All right, pros and cons real quick.
Pros and cons of automatic gratuity. Here are some of the pros and cons implementing an automatic gratuity and policy.
Helps avoid confusion.
Thank you. I was like,
where large parties split the bill. Is a service charge designated as restaurant funds, so the restaurant owner can choose how to allocate the total. And that's the thing I have a problem with. When the restaurant owner is choosing how to allocate funds, and like, for instance, at Vatatas, where if I pay in cash, it goes to the entire staff. She has to tip the bus boys or whatever situation, or bus young ladies, and then they have to tip the chefs.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that coming out of her? Like, I think, you have so many restaurants who try to put themselves in the best overall possible situation to be greedy and not just profit.
Yeah, I never got
and
that.
That's a upper scale type restaurant. Like, you can't even go in there if you ain't dressed right, and they mean that shit.
Yeah,
you walk up and you see a fucking McLaren.
I never
right
got
there.
that. At some point in time, I'm like, pay your chefs well if they cooking good. You know what I mean? Pay them well. They cooking good. They should be able to whip me up something that's not on the fucking menu. And charge me accordingly. I'm not saying don't charge me for a hamburger or something. But you get what I'm saying? Be like, yo, can you do something with this grilled cheese? All right. Whatever. Pay them fucking accordingly.
Yeah, that spoiled goat milk shit, nigga. That's $7 trillion a slice, nigga.
I never understood that. Like, why would they need to get the tips? The bus boys, yes, they out there hitting the tables, cleaning, waxing, wiping. I got that. Bartender, let them get their own. If you have a bar area.
No, she was a bartender. Yeah, she was the bartender.
But they have a bar area too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got the bar, bang, bang, boom. But if she's making all the shit is just one side, you got some places they just do the bar for everyone. So you just back there making drinks, putting them up, and they get going. All right, I get it. But you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? I don't know.
Crazy. All right, cons, and we're going to get out of here.
Cons of automatic gratuity. Requires restaurants to pay employers minimum wage for any shifts worked where there are no traditional tips were given. Discourages customers excuse me, from tipping more than a gratuity, even if they would normally leave a 20%. That shit is
You ain't
true.
fucking lying, nigga. You're not lying.
While automatic gratuity can help ensure adequate compensation after serving large parties, it can also bring about some challenges regarding your restaurant's bookkeeping. If you want to implement automatic gratuity policy in your establishment, familiarize yourself with the applicable legalization in your state. And we'll leave it at that.
Again, unfortunately, a lot of the staff are, I guess, college or high schoolers trying to put a couple extra dollars in their pocket to, hey, get sneakers, hair done, whatever the situation may be. But we understand, again, right now, the way this economy is, even though they refuse to claim it, we're in a recession.
Yeah.
And everyone's not bringing home what they used to bring home. And we just wanted to better prepare you when you go out, that you have to add into your equation also the mandatory at least 18% on top of your bill when you go to a restaurant, even if it's a fucking Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
That serves grade A. I wish a bitch would tell me she ain't going there, but bitch, you ate at McDonald's last night, and Cheesecake Factory serves grade A product across the board. Just putting that out there. But when you're going to Roof Chris or whatever situation may be, or Morton's, where we go on not regularly, but we go a couple of times, where I think the fillet there is $96, I think, something like that, $96 or whatever. You're not just paying the 96 plus the 4.5%, 5%. You're paying that 96 plus the taxes plus the at least 20% gratuity on top of that, and you still would have to leave some space for the waiter or waitress who made sure your food was hot, especially if they're doing their thing. Now I've ran across some motherfuckers like the last time I was at fucking Houston's.
Mm-hmm.
And I told I told the manager, those wait staff, the other people helped us better than the motherfucker that we had. Now I will pay this if it goes to them and not her. Just telling you right now. And they will tell you they had to come to our table multiple times to help us because she didn't.
Yeah.
She took our order and I didn't see her till she dropped the fucking bill off. Someone else brought our beverages.
Well, see, that's always been the issue. It was about service here in America. When you go outside of America, a lot of places in Europe, all out the stuff, they don't tip. But they getting paid higher. I'm not saying the best, but they getting paid higher. So what if we implement that here? If I gave my server $15 an hour, you know what I mean? They going to provide service. If you would choose, it is, but tipping is not mandatory. There's a couple of nice spots in New York City that did that. There's the owners, they were like, yo, no tips. But the people pay well.
Yeah.
So ain't nobody coming out with $2 an hour. Ain't nobody getting that $2 hour shit. You get what I'm saying? They getting a regular wage. They good.
So let me ask you this. If my livelihood is depending on the intent I put towards making sure that the people that I'm serving have a good experience, wouldn't I work harder if I'm getting tipped? If my tips are like, you're living off these tips and you're a shitty ass fucking person.
Well, the main draw with the tips was I can make more than, we're just going to keep it at 15. I'm going to make more than that $15 an hour.
Oh, absolutely.
So
right
that
situation.
6 hour day, instead of me making $120 or whatever it is, you get what I'm saying? I pulled 500 because I busted my butt when Truth came. Truth was like, yo, keep this $150. That's for you. Boom, boom. I know my meal was $60, $150 to you. You get what I'm saying? Now you just made my whole hourly pay. And that's what they always brag and say you can do the best places, or service like that. But what if you didn't have to? That relates the question. Like, am I going to get shitty service? Am I going to get regular service? Am I going to get okay service? What do we need? As we go into certain things like that. So it's just something to put out there because we are pushing towards that. The more we start to complain, because I'm gonna be honest, that tipping shit is on everything electronic now. Motherfucker, there's no way I'm going to Shake Shack
to use your card.
Yes, yeah, that's another one. That's the fee.
I gotta pay.
That's
to
the fee.
Swipe my fucking card.
Fuck this gratuity shit. That's the fee that we need to be yelling about. Well, was I supposed to come in here with $2,000 in cash and pay for the whole table? How were we supposed to do this, sir? Please let me know, because I didn't want to get robbed. Why the fuck I was out of there?
Niggas be coming in here with cash, son.
Damn right, nigga.
Shit right
they don't want
outside.
to open the door. Go ahead, bro. I'm
Get
gonna see you on the
these
way
niggas,
out. I'm
nigga.
gonna see you on the way out.
Get these niggas.
Yes. And don't think they won't, because they're gonna be right there talking about, hey, nigga, I'm right here. So
You know a nigga good at robbing when he don't say nothing. He just give you the look. Like, you know what the fuck this is, nigga.
yeah, you're like, yo.
I'm dressed in Tim's and a fucking army jacket, nigga. You in a 3-piece motherfucking suit. Dig in your fucking pocket, nigga.
You gotta come to that reality, right? When you sit here and we are pushing towards that. Nobody wants to say it, but when I go to Shake Shack, nigga, and they asking for fucking 22%, because I walked up there, ordered my meal, paid for the shit. Now they deliver it to your table, but before I had to get up and go get it.
That's the thing. Like, I remember
And they not providing any other service.
No service. And you want to tip for doing your job. Like, I'm not sitting at the table. You're not performing duties that a normal waiter or waitress would do. I'm walking up, I'm placing my order, and you're just bringing my fucking bag to my table. And you want a 22% check. Tip.
That's the fucking issue. That's the fucking issue. And don't forget, they also raised the price of food too, because we went to the inflation deal.
Fuck they did.
So I'm just trying to say they didn't raise anybody's checks. I just trying to say everything else is getting up. They finding new fees and new shit to charge to cover all this other stuff. But when I don't want to pay, I'm looking like the dickhead. So when I'm hitting zero on that fucking tip,
quickly, nigga, skip.
Somebody said they saw that one at McDonald's somewhere, not in Jersey. Somebody.
I wish a nigga would.
I've seen it all, the Shake Shacks, everything else. The fee, I'm constantly getting hit with the motherfucking gratuity. Not the gratuity fee, a fucking fee for the fucking
use your card.
Am I supposed to walk around with the shitload of cash? Like,
and
this
mind
shit
you,
was
they're
like
trying to get rid of cash.
Nigga, you can't get change.
Yeah.
You gonna be sitting there waiting for your 67 cents. Excuse me, the 67 cents, please. I better find some pennies. You better find some.
I remember somebody walked themselves out a $10 tip for keeping my 67 cents. And Jeff will tell you, I'm a great tipper.
Yeah.
I am a great tipper. You literally kept my change and fucked yourself out of a $10 tip. And I ordered it, and all you did was put my order on the computer at the bar.
Again.
And I still was going to take care of you. But the fact that you kept my change, never mind.
Again, that's the that's the shit. So when I constantly see these things, these are the things that I fucking bring up as what is killing everything. And so what they'll do is they'll push to, well, we ain't going to do no tips. We ain't going to do nothing. We're just going to keep this fee. We're going to keep this, and nobody get a tip. But the shit going to go up.
Wouldn't that make your restaurant experience, like, here's my thing.
Yes, in certain areas.
It would make my restaurant experience so much better. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. We like eating at good places. We get up once a month, and we go to a nice, expensive. Now, well, all of them have been expensive. It's just us. Like, we love good food, and we're willing to pay for good food. It don't matter. We do the automatic, and we put money on top of it. But if I don't mind you raising the fucking price if I know I'm going to get quality food and quality service.
Yep.
Like, we went to, was it Rails or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You had multiple people. Hey, you need help? The managers and all the thing. Hey, you're good. Everything. Like, I mean, you felt really welcome there. And that Colombian waitress was no joke, boy. But you felt really welcome there, and you didn't feel odd. You didn't feel like you had to wait for something. Your glass was filled immediately. We had the bottled water. That water was delicious, nigga. But, like, I don't mind paying for great tasting food, great service. I don't mind it. So if you're going to raise the price of food, get rid of all this other nonsense,
Right.
but still give me grade A, I'm good with that. Because my thing is, you know what restaurants you do and don't belong in. I'm sorry. You know what you make per hour. You know what type of money you bring in the house. You know if you got kids, you don't got kids, whatever the situation may be. I remember there was one chick on the fucking internet mad that the guy didn't want to feed her son.
Yeah.
Before he took her out. But it wasn't the problem. I didn't have a problem with that. I had a problem that she wanted the man to buy her son a Happy Meal. Bitch, you about to go to a 5-star restaurant and you getting your child a fucking Happy Meal? Yeah. Make it make sense. I'm sorry. Make it make sense. So again, yes, get rid of all this nonsense. Charge properly. It is what it is. And that would help a lot of other restaurants out that probably wouldn't get as much, that probably has good food, decent food, right, but wouldn't get as much, I guess you would say, customers as you normally would, but now you would. Hey, you know what? I don't have Houston's money, but I got Cheesecake money. Even though Cheesecake's quality of food is better than Houston's. I'm sorry, it is. It truly is. But just to, put it like that, I know where I can go, where I can't go. You want to, help the mom and pops out, whatever the situation may be. So hopefully now you guys have a little more understanding on the whole gratuity thing, and it's not a tip, and, whether you think about it or not, you're getting hit with it all up and down, even at Nocho's Columbia, but niggas is paying that because them waitresses ain't no fuck. Any nigga that go there with his girl is stupid, nigga. I'm sorry. Like,
they go there because the girls want to go compete with each other. They the ones dressing up for each other.
Stupid going there with your girl, nigga. I'm telling you right.
Yeah.
Unless you and your girl or the person you with are comfortable enough with you, both of you looking at other people, because I'm looking. You're not taking me somewhere where savagery is out and think I'm going to be tunnel vision. Nah, nigga.
That's a place I have a problem with, too, because the quality of food is not even
It went downhill.
par.
It went downhill.
Nigga, that shit don't even compete with the fucking Puerto Rican spots in Patterson.
It went downhill. It used to be.
Yeah, when it first started.
Now, the one on 46 is still good. The one on 46 is still good.
Okay, I haven't been in that one in a while, but yeah.
The one on 46 is, nigga, like that shit is like a black church. Like there's like it got so big that they took over the hotel parking.
Well, they need to. Yo, wait, where are you parking? They had the nerve to put a fucking valet in there.
Like that place is packed. Now I don't know. I haven't eaten at the one on Main Street, but the one over there, 46 food is still phenomenal.
The one on Main Street to me is like to-go food only, and then they still hit you with the tip. They went, yo, you want to pay? Nope. 0. Nope. They haven't hit me with a card charge there. I ain't noticed it, but the food price did go up. So I'm just like,
well, my thing is like, we'll talk about that a little later.
I'm just saying while we're on the quality.
No, I'm saying because technically, unless they change the rule again, because they change laws every other day. This is why I tell people y'all start going to your town hall meetings or really start paying attention to what's going on in your county or whatever.
Not a joke.
But what was happening is you had people who have these credit card machines. They have to pay for every charge.
Yes.
But you have these mega corporations that don't, like, okay, if you have a person talking about, well, you can't charge anything less than $10, which is, it was against the law. I'll have to have it checked in a while because their contract with the credit card company is for you to be able to have the freedom of swiping your card and not have to worry about holding cash.
Well, see, now that's the change part now. Let me just tell you that there, because even their little small mom and pop, so whoever's their merchandiser, like the one they got their credit card set up through, whether it be Square, their own bank, yada, 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 they just charging a fee per thing now. That's how they get over. So they got rid of the minimums. So you can't be like, yo, we only swiping if you $10 or more. No, they hitting your ass with the...
Oh, they switched it up now, so they countered it.
This is the price for cash. and then it's an extra 60 cents or whatever it is if you use your card or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. I'm like, you motherfucker. And
So let's see.
I personally don't understand it. I'm just like,
Like I said,
how are you
before it wasn't.
expected us to give it to you? Most people went to card, especially after COVID.
Yeah. But that was the convenience of it. Hey, you want to buy a piece of gum, you could charge it, whatever. But, again, depending on the restaurant and because of every credit card company is different. Mm-hmm. You have some that might charge them $3 per swipe. Mm-hmm. And you have others that charge less or more. I guess it depends on which one they get. And if I'm sitting there, somebody's blowing my shit up. If I'm sitting there every day and hey, I'm just getting a soda, compared to you who's getting, you're picking up a bagel and all this other stuff, you're subsidizing that, like you're countering that fee.
Yeah.
Where as far as me, I'm killing them.
Yeah.
But technically, that is the deal they have with the credit card companies. But I'm gonna do a little research on it. We'll talk a little bit about it tomorrow. Next week also. Anything before we get out of here?
Nah, man. People have a good week.
Absolutely, man. We technically really didn't have another winter because March is next month.
Still
so it's
too
pretty
soon,
much,
homie. It's still too soon.
I don't know,
February
man.
come hard.
I don't know, man. I think it's pretty much over. I think the little
Take
sprinkle
this fucking blizzard
that we
before you
did
go into
get,
March.
that little sprinkle that we did get for those 2 days, I think is done. I think now we're just gonna get weather. Like I'm looking at the all next week, mid to upper 40s. Like Thursday, Fridays, 50s.
Yeah, it's supposed this week they got like a 5-day blast. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Really good.
So I'm like, enjoy that shit.
All right, y'all enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your evening, weekend. Stay safe, man. Peace.
Yeah.